you're learning Torah properly, you have to learn all parts of the Torah in order to serve the Creator at the ultimate level. I spoke to one of my students a few days ago, and we talked about a study program. People ask all the time what they should study. It's not rocket science, Rabotai. You have to study everything. But if you want some type of structure, this is what you're supposed to do. First and foremost, it's Halakha and Shulchan Aruch to learn the weekly parasha with commentary. You have to learn the weekly parasha with commentary. Realistically, you have to read it 3 times. Twice just read the parasha, and the 3rd time with commentary. Which means that every day, you're going to spend a little bit of time learning the parasha. Commentary means learning it with a commentary by Rashi. Originally it was Onkelos, but the Chachamim said that Rashi is fine as well, especially since most people don't know how to read Onkelos and don't understand it. So read the parasha with commentary. That already gives you at least 15 to 30 minutes a day worth of learning. In addition to that, you have to learn halakha. You have to learn how to be a Jew. You have to learn what to do. What you should start with is halachot Shabbat. And the reason why is because halachot Shabbat is the difference between life and death. Even though you should learn the halachot of blessings, that's the first Gemara is Masechet Brachot. If you forget a blessing or you make a mistake in a blessing, it's not a death penalty. But if you make a mistake on Shabbat, it's a death penalty. So first thing you need to know, you need to learn halachot Shabbat. Every day, you learn a couple of halachot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is. Spend 15 minutes a day learning halachot. In 15 minutes, you read, let's say, for example, if you're Sephardic, Yalkut Yosef in English or in Hebrew. I'm sure they have many, many more options, even if you're Ashkenazi, available on Art School, Feldheim, and other places. Many of the Chachamim wrote a very simple way of learning halakha. If you're going to only spend 15 to 30 minutes learning halakha, don't learn it from the Shulchan Aruch. Why? Because Shulchan Aruch requires you to delve into things to understand them much deeper. Don't think that you could learn halakha from the Gemara. Gemara is not to learn halakha. Gemara is to learn how to think. The halakha you learn from the poskim. But you have to learn in the beginning stages, if you're Baal Tshuva, a convert, you have to learn it bottom line. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. That's what you need to learn just to get through the day. So you spend 15 to 30 minutes a day learning halakha. So now you have weekly parasha and halakha. The third thing is that you must learn musar. You must learn at least 15 to 30 minutes a day of musar. What's musar? Our lectures. You learn our lectures, that's your musar. Why? Because every shiur is at least 1 or 2 of you that get it on the head. Reminds you that you're supposed to do tshuva. Reminds me that I'm supposed to do tshuva. That's what musar is. Musar is reminding us that we're still trying to refine ourselves in order to become diamonds. It's not judging anyone. We're not a judge. We're not a jury. What musar is reminding us that we're all trying to become the diamonds that Hashem wants us to be. And in order to become a diamond, you must go under pressure. You must be cut a few times. It hurts to become a diamond. But it's worth it in the end. Become priceless. So, the only way to do that is by learning musar. There's countless musar books out there if you want to read from a book, whether it's Path of the Just, or it's a Netivei Or Israel, or Chovot HaLevavot. There's countless other ones out there that you can learn musar books. At least 15 to 30 minutes a day. If you are at a point where you're doing all 3 of those already for a while, you're learning the weekly parasha on a regular basis, you're learning halakha on a regular basis, you're learning musar on a regular basis for an extended period of time, then it's time for you as a man to add Gemara. You have to add Gemara. Again, at least another half hour a day, if not more. Of course, everything should be as much as possible. But you see, just to learn the basics, you can't get away with less than an hour a day of Torah. You can't get away. Even if you're going to the minimum of minimum, these 4 things require no less than an hour. In reality, it should be an hour of each one. But the minimum of minimum requires you to study at least an hour a day. So for all of those people that say, when I tell them, listen, you have to learn Torah, it's like, oh, can I just learn for like 10 minutes? Here, like a video clip they send me on WhatsApp and I'm fine? Yeah, you're fine if it's your first day, your first week, your first month, even your first 6 months of realizing that you're a Jew. After that, it's not enough. Why? Because you're not going to learn enough on that one video clip. So it's important to know that these are 4 things. A woman should focus on the laws of modesty, the laws of Taharat Mishpacha, the laws of Shabbat, the laws of child rearing, how to raise children. Those are the main things that a woman should focus on, instead of the Gemara. But the key is, Rabotai, is that all of these teachings, if you take them and you're disciplined, and you take them seriously, you're going to realize that each time you learn a little bit more, you're coming closer and closer to Hashem. You're coming closer and closer to really loving Him, and not just saying you love Him to people. And for all of those people that say they love Hashem, first of all, you should know you're full of it. Because if you loved Hashem, you would be at a completely different level. You would have no struggles in regards to any of the mitzvot. Because like we said, loving someone means that you're doing something just because. Just because. Not because of any other reason. So if you're struggling with a certain mitzvah, whether it's you can't get away from a certain hobby that's not allowed, or you can't get away from a certain woman that's not allowed, or a certain other sin that's not allowed, and you're having a struggle, that means you don't love Hashem. That means you love yourself and you're struggling with a certain issue. But that doesn't make you bad. It's okay, it's normal. But don't start screaming to people, no, I love Hashem, I love Hashem. First you have to learn what it means to love. And the key is that Hashem put us in this world in order to reach the level of loving Him. Because if we get to a level of loving Him, not only does He give us the special protection that we talked about, not only does He give us the special blessings that we talked about, but also all of the sins we've ever made in our life turn into mitzvot. It's the ultimate reward in this world. The ultimate reward in this world is where Hashem takes all of the sins you've ever made in your life and turns them into mitzvot. Meaning it's definitely a worthwhile endeavor to try to get there. But you're not going to get there overnight. First, you have to fear Hashem. Serve Him purely out of fear. Then, respect, honor the awe, the majesty of Hashem. Get to the highest level. And ultimately get to love. Realistically, anyone that ever gets there usually has certain things they're purely afraid of, certain things they love, but it's always a balance. There's never just one or the other. But the key is, Rabotai, is that Hashem gave us this mission because we can achieve it. Every single one of us can achieve it. But that's only if we get out of our own way. We have to start getting out of our own way. We have to stop telling ourselves this horrible mantra, I can't do it. This is too hard. This is too this. This is too that. And do it. Just do it. Failed? Do it again. Failed? Do it again. And keep doing it. Stop saying, oh, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go here, maybe I should go, maybe nothing. Get the word maybe out of your vocabulary. Either do it or be quiet. But you have to move forward. Why? Because we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do.